Yes, good morning. So today we are going to have case digest for the incoming bar exam 2025 of Justice Amy Lazaro Jaber. So here we have GR number 223,335, March 4, 2020. Terocel Realty Incorporated, now Pichaten Corporation. Petitioner Leonardo Mimpin, respondent. So the facts of the case: by order dated January 8, 2020, 2003, RTC Branch 12 granted petitioner's motion for execution and issued the corresponding writ of execution, WOA. It also denied respondent's motion to defer execution under order dated November 14, 2003, per Sheriff's Report dated July 1, 2003. Respondent was alleged to have refused to vacate the property. On this score, respondent called the trial court's attention to the expropriation complaint filed by the City of Manila sometime in December 2003 against petitioner. Aligar Corporation and Filomena Viuda de Legarda. The complaint was docket special proceeding number 03-108,565 and raffled to RTC Branch 47. Thereafter, petitioner went back to METC Branch 28 through another motion for execution. METC Branch 28 denied the same on the ground that it was filed beyond the prescribed 5-year period for execution by motion. Petitioner's motion for execution was filed under only on February 15, 2013, or 12 years after the decision dated August 10, 2001 became final and executory. According to METC Branch 28, the complaint for expropriation was not a supervening event which served to toll the 5-year prescriptive period. Besides, respondent was not even a party to the expropriation case. Petitioner's motion for reconsideration was denied through order dated July 30, 2013. 2. If noted that even the 10-year period for execution by action had already expired as of September 20, 2021, more important, a writ of mandamus will not lie to compel the lower court to execute judgment beyond the 5-year or 10-year limits. Issue: did the complaint for expropriation constitute a supervening event which had the effect of interrupting the 5-year period for execution of judgment by motion in the unlawful detainer case? Number 2. Does mandamus lie to compel execution of judgment by motion beyond the 5-year period? Ruling: Section 6, Rule 39 of ROC governs execution by motion as by independent action. Bis. Section 6. Execution by motion as by independent action. A final and executory judgment or order may be executed on motion within 5 years from the date of its entry. After the lapse of such time and before it is barred by the Statute of Limitations, SOL, a judgment may be enforced by action. The revived judgment may also be enforced by motion within 5 years from the date of its entry, and thereafter by action before it is barred by the statute of limitation. In petitioner's attempt to take out the case from the 5-year prescriptive period, however, it asserts that the filing of the expropriation case was a supervening event which served to suspend the 5-year period. Here, petitioner is no longer entitled to execution of judgment either by motion or independent action, since its right to do is already barred by prescription. Surely, it is the duty of the courts not to enforce a stale judgment. Accordingly, the petition is denied. The decision dated July 23, 2015 and resolution dated March 8, 2016 of the Court of Appeals in CAGR Special Proceeding Number 137368 are affirmed. So ordered. So that's it. So it's a case digest for the incoming bar exam. So I just made it so that we have some communication involving this case digest, and hopefully uh, some law students will be stumbled on YouTube to watch or determine some case digest of Justice Amil Lazaro Javier. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Good day and God bless.